Oh, no. I'm pretty sure I bound that. I guess we'll do that later. Alright. Okay. Alright. I guess my little trick isn't gonna work anymore. You used to be able to bind buttons to the same button, so that way you wouldn't have to press the button, but I guess you still have to now. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Alright, so Act 3. We're here. We're doing it.
Watch yourself.
That's Clarissa. Oh, we already sold all my stuff. That's right.
Keep your distance, Exile. The name's Grigor, and when you've had your eyes fill of my twisted visage, how about you turn those fine jellies of yours eastward? Yes, you've brought Clarissa home to us, and once again I see she pesters me with pity. There's only so much broth, so many bouquets that a man can take. For a criminal, Clarissa has a strangely soft center. Still, I'd rather not see that heart of hers harden. See if you can find that lost boy mate of hers. With him around, Clarissa doesn't have as much time to bother me.
Can do.
Now you must leave me.
Yeah, I left. Goodbye.
Matamor Patur thanks you, Exile, for returning our Clarissa to us. She is the gentle heart of this place, a spirit still capable of love in this wasteland of hatred. Yet that gentle heart remains in jeopardy. Tolman isn't deserving of Clarissa, but she'll not smile until he's by her side. Why are you still standing?
A Templar? In exile? Now I've seen it all. Dominus must have run out of honest businessmen to banish, and he's finally getting to the real criminals. Just joking with you, your worship. In truth, I'm grateful to you for returning Clarissa to us. Problem is, one die lover ain't much good to anyone. Like gloves, they tend to be more useful than peers. The missing glove, in this case, is a young fella named Tolman. May God above light your way to Tolman's salvation, brother.
Alright. I like Hargan, by the way.
Our paths meet in the shell of a long-dead snail. An empire slow to see where its path was taking it. Built on the husk of another, and destined to be buried time and time again. This city will see great things yet, Exile. But not in your lifetime.
Why
I will
not?
see you again.
Fuck you. I'm gonna live forever.
Giving up your box seat for a place on the stage, are we, your lordship? A bloody fine thing by Leah Redmayne. The title isn't the man, if you know what I'm saying. And to be honest, winner is the only title I've ever been interested in. Speaking of which, stop in from time to time for a chat. I've always got a few events on the go. Exiles do love to bash each other, as if Ray class wasn't enough of a challenge for them. But now and then, I like to streamline things. Make sure the ruckus has a bit of form and grace to it. Time you visit right, and I'll be able to point you in the direction of a right top-notch ruckus. You know, I've a few friends we should think about inviting over. Not your usual rank-and-file exile, or survivalism and vengeance. They're what I'd call your exile's exile. Far more interested in beating the corruption out of each other than in taking on the twisted hordes out there. A sensible coping strategy, if you ask me, and a damned fine philosophy for producing gladiators. Anyway, you just say the word. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to meet you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I lied. There's actually 9 masters, but I've never
Until
ever
next
touched
time.
PvP in this game, except for that one time where you could kill people out in the open. It's weird. It was interesting. I think it was called the Cutthroat League. It was fun for about 20 minutes until some guy with better gear killed me. So. Oh.
You are captured, stupid bee.
Okay. Go, no, go the other way. Go the other way. Yes, okay, good. Yes, alright, so The spirit went in this thing, and now it's gonna drop better loot. Except, oh no, I wonder how that's gonna affect this capture. Honestly, I want to capture this one. Some portal chains. Don't be an asshole.
This one is captured.
Oh, okay. I updated my loot filter, so the ropes are going to be a different color. Large life flask. Don't need that. Sewer grating. I need the key for that, and the lady we're going to help has the key.
The Monkey King has built his throne on your back. A throne of gold and gem, polished with blood and tear. Throw off the Monkey King and his shining privy before your back is broken.
I'm not entirely sure what they're referencing. Unstable swarm. Well, since none of them actually explode, or maybe I'm wrong about that. Extra life.
Must have time to gather my will.
Motherfucker. There we go.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Okay, nothing to say? Alright, good. Normally I find the crematorium by now. The heck is this thing? There's literally nowhere else to go. It's gotta be on the map somewhere. There we go. Don't fail to join instance. It's gonna fail to join instance. Yeah. If you want to join a new instance of something, just control-click on the thing.
Life
and
in
it will
his
make a
right
new
hand,
instance.
death in his left. And then there are those who fell through God's fingers.
Okay, this is good experience. Things are worth killing now. Okay. Ooh, essence. For the record, these things can have more than one essence in them when you kill them, and they can be really hard, so be careful. I shouldn't let bleed stack like that, but I don't care. This axe is actually pretty good as a leveling weapon. Though I prefer the one with movement speed on it. That one's not bad. It's a lot of extra damage. Okay, this entire right side is just wrong. Don't you love finding dead ends? We also have to find the labyrinth in here, so I guess it's not completely wasteful. It is right here.
On the night of 1,000 ribbons, our finest city burned. It burned with fires lit by cruelty and neglect. It burned with shame for giving the title of emperor to a man who did not deserve it.
The floor is another trap. The floor is lava. It does damage over time. That's a percentage of your health. It's actually fairly easy to circumvent this one. If you have a lot of regen, it works just fine. Where are we gonna put that? Oh no, we're gonna save that for later.
Allow your wisdom to be tempered by the flames of the past.
Okay. That settles that. Let's go this way. If I just gone left. 27, yeah. No? What the hell is it? There's a boss in here. We have to kill the boss. Why did it teleport backwards? What? You guys saw that, right? Oh, let's do this. Really, really hate these things.
A dead man and a living machine. There's your truth, heretic.
I mean, not really.
Embrace your martyrdom, heretic. Enough of this.
No, you don't get to kill her here, even though you did all that damage. Okay.
Poor Tolman. I made this bracelet for him when he first arrived here. Idiot said he'd never take it off. I called him a liar. He didn't, though. Not once. I need to give you something. I asked a lot of you out there in the slums. More than I should have. You tried. And that's all we exiles can ever hope to do.
Okay, this is not why I think she's stupid, okay? Why I think she's stupid is later.
I no longer dream when I sleep. I have a nightmare. The same nightmare over and over. The mirror. It's never my reflection looking back. The first time that mirror appeared to me, it was Cole I saw, the rapist from Oriath I had the displeasure of sharing a pen with in Gravisius's stockade. Piety took him for her experiments, and that night I saw her handiwork while I slept. This time it was Tolman, flesh dried to leather, organs shrunk to husks, blood trickling through his skeleton like red dust in an hourglass. It's Piety's gift to me, that mirror. At least I won't be seeing Clarissa the next time I look into it. Make sure it's not you I see either. I walked halfway across this forsaken continent because of an ode. Of jewels and eternity, it's called. For twinkled promises of jewels and eternity, the Gemling Queen gave her heart and body to the King of Shades for one more day in the sun. The last day in the sun. That's but a portion of the full epic. The Gemling Queen lived, and she's the enigma behind the fall of the Ezomites and the Eternals both. Look to the Solaris Temple to the northeast. Find the Gemling Queen's remains before Piety does, and destroy them. Tread carefully, Exile.
Okay, so before this takes place, I'm gonna say maybe hundreds or thousands of years. There were two empires. There was the Eternal Empire, and then there was the Vol. The Vol was the first empire. Okay, they used the gems that we're using now to like be super cool and stuff. And eventually, because no empire lasts forever, both of them died out for whatever reason. And here we are now, discovering their wreckage and basically making our own issues.
Tolman's dead then. Another victim of Piety's cruelty. Perhaps he escaped lightly. Look upon Grigor to see what life entails under Piety's influence. Let me offer you something. In recognition of all that you have done for us. We shall mourn Tolman's death, as we shall treasure Clarissa's life.
Okay. Flammability, conductivity, frostbite, warlord's mark. Okay. We actually don't want any of these. Not really.
General Gravisius demands absolute obedience from his blackguards.
And also 4 lightsabers.
Meaning he surrounded himself with cowards and lackwits, unable to lift a finger without orders. If you're able, traverse the river and murder Gravisius in his own barracks. He'll be ripping the very mind from the skulls of our enemies. Be well.
I'll miss a boy. He was always up for a laugh, whether it was at his expense or not. But I wouldn't miss that Clarissa more. Argan's the name, by the way, and it's my honor to welcome you to dirty old Sarn, the metropolis of opportunity. The opportunity to make something of yourself, or the opportunity to have a very messy death. Victaria was a poet what ended up leading a rebellion, right under the nose of Emperor Chittis. But here's what really interests me. Our wordsmith was quite a talented larcenist as well. Pulled off the heist of the century, in the name of the people, of course. 3 finely crafted platinum busts, commissioned by Chittis for his favourite trio of generals. Victario and his coppers hold up in the sewers. Now that you have Clarissa's keys, perhaps you'd be inclined to search out those heroic busts for me. I'm sure I can make it well worth your while.
Okay, so the sewers used to be absolutely awful, and then they combined the 2 sewers into one, and everything is much better. So, sewer keys.
Those keys unlock the gates to the city.
Okay. I think I should be able to get Dark Pact from here. Am I nuts? Maybe I am. Okay, well, anyway. Cursed Reason, 20 less chaos resistance. Time effects. 2 hits. Does Dark Pact hit? I wonder. Alright, well, I at least want this because, it's good. That's still bugged. I don't know why that's bugged. That shouldn't be bugged.
Be careful.
Essence uniques. No reason to save gems. You
Watch
can almost
yourself.
always buy them.
See you.
Which way are we going now? I guess we're going down. I will need a point for that later, but we're not quite there yet. Let me put my orbs away. Oh, I was gonna deal with this too. No more space for mods. Alright. To the sewers!
First ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well. Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie.
They're like, maybe he means, you know, like the first gods or whatever. I have no fucking clue. So we're gonna get those busts. These guys do flicker strike. Yeah, some of them do. Ooh, vulnerability. It's actually a really good curse if you're doing physical damage. If I remember correctly, the Templar doesn't actually get Dark Pact for quest rewards until way later, but we can supplement that by going to the library, which we will do the first stop we make. The library's like over here. Can't see it now, but I know it's there. Okay, well, we'll be going over there later. Okay, very nice. Oh, I want that scroll. Oh, I don't have any more nets. They need to come up with a better system for these nets, I think, if they were to keep this in the game. my gems in a while. Okay. Even though the sewer's kind of like a maze, there's a lot of open areas. It's easy to see things. I don't really hate it as much. Oh, okay, well there's the exit, but we still want the last bust, so... I will cut back. We're gonna look for the bust, but I'm gonna cut back when I find it. Well, it can't be over there. Because that's blocked off by a quest barrier. Volatile dead means that little orb thing appears, and then they can, it'll follow you until you touch it, and then it'll explode. It does a lot of damage. Kidding me? Okay. There we go. I'm gonna buy some more nets.
I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie. Greetings, survivor.
Right.
Goodbye.
At least for now. Okay. And we have a nice ball side area after this. I don't know why this thing's got a thing over its head. Of course, it's always extra life. Why are there so goddamn many? Damn, okay.
I must have time to gather my will.
Nope. I just want some flash charges at this point. Okay. Can we please? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright, I guess I'll go back and buy a better net.
Bring me back something.
Oh.
Greetings.
He just talks about the busts, not a big deal. Okay. I don't have orb of transmutes.
The first ones are watching.
Need to freeze and chill. That's actually really good. Okay.
Be careful.
Power siphon. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
See you.
Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to get this right away, because I won't be able to get Dark Pact. So,
Come
just
over
keep
here.
moving down.
Don't do anything I would.
The first ones are watching.
Come on, dude. This isn't fair. Does it have to do based on like how much life they have?
Must have time to gather.
And I mean like
my
that, the maximum amount, or like the total actual number? 'Cause this is some bullshit right here. Holy shit, I did it.
Great job, Exile.
Holy crap.
I now will take the captured
How long
beast
that
to the
took?
menagerie.
Oh, he's got some lore.
Aina has many talents. You will learn. I sailed to Rayclast alone. A risky and brave feat. You are impressed, yes? My boat was small, and not well prepared for the journey. Then my ship ran aground, but there was no ground. Very confusing. Water all around, but the ship could not move. My food spoiled quickly. I am very good at fishing. I will have to show you how sometime. Maybe. I caught many fish, and crabs, and squid. I ate very well, but there was little water. I had booze. I threw the scraps to the sea. Then, the ship moved, lifted. I looked aft. A crab, massive and red, stood on a lone rock, covered in my scraps. It was Creation, an avatar of the first ones. Aina knows the secret of creation. It lies in the bellies of the sea creatures. Find them, and we will see creation again.
Do I want to see creation again, though?
See you!
Alright, I'm gonna grab the bust. That was just intense. Okay. Then we're gonna go to the ball side area. Then I'm gonna have to walk back. Oh, there's my orb of transmute back, I guess. Area contains beasts to hunt. Lightning resistance. That's it? Okay, that's not so bad. says there's beasts to hunt, but I haven't actually found any yet. What are these snake things if they're not beasts? That's what I want to know. No life. No movement speed. Okay. Anything good here? Not really. All power siphon. Also not great. I had nothing. I was nothing. I sold my flesh to the queen to survive. Today my flesh belongs to the queen. Alright. I'm going to cut back to when I get to the exit. See you in a bit.